Hello, everybody. Welcome to the fourth episode of this Minecraft series. Um, I guess my plan or goal right now is to, um, or I guess what I'm gonna do. I said this in the last video, at the end of the last video, that I was gonna probably open with um, working on the walls of the house. Um, oh shoot. Um, But other than that, I feel like a big portion of this is going to be just mining. Um, so, heads up, I'll either be talking a bunch or you'll just hear a bunch of mining sounds. That was oopsie. Um, um, but yeah, I guess there's the plan for today. There's what's on the agenda. Or not today, but that's the agenda for this. What's on the agenda for this episode. Um, I'm gonna fix. Where did my. I'm gonna fix this real quick because this is kind of bugging me. I'm gonna put the. I'm gonna put the logs in place of the dirt. So, what was I gonna say? I decided that, even though mining is probably boring, considering I found, kind of came upon that cave last episode, um, I figured it was probably a safe bet um, to, uh, like, to record because even if mining is annoying, or not annoying, but I can't think of it now. Even if mining is boring um, to some, I think that it. I think there's possibility of something happening. I'm gonna fill this real quick because this is gonna bug me if I don't. Also, maybe I'll make a little temporary dirt bridge because having to cross that every time is obnoxious. The gap between my little mountain and the other one. Also, I kind of skimmed through the other episodes and realized that I unfortunately it doesn't seem like the problem of the hearing controller sounds is going to go away um, anytime soon. I think unfortunately that's just an inconvenience that we're going to have to deal with at this time. Um, so I'm sorry if it's obnoxious, but that's just going to be the case until I get a headset at some point, um, which I would. I'm kind of planning it, but I also don't want to say that I am for sure. I don't know. I don't want to say for sure that anything will happen, um, but that's my that's my what I have to say, my 2 cents, if you will. Okay, I'm gonna put it over here. No, I'll put it right here, and then I'll just dig up the. Um, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Uh, um, um, oh, I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna be close, but I'm not gonna make it. Wow. Oof. It's a good thing I have a shovel that's almost dead. Well, that's ironic. Top 10 times. Um, conveniences. Not conveniences. Coincidences. Top 10 things that happened that could not have been coincidence. um, top 10 times actors weren't acting. I don't know what the significance of that is, but, you know, I'm sure some of you have seen those videos. Am I gonna come up right under a tree? I can't cut, I don't want to cut down the tree. Just come up and block here. It's not like it's gonna be that big of a deal. Uh, okay, there we go. I have a bridge. A land bridge of sorts. Well, no, a land bridge is like something that is under the water that becomes a. I don't know. What I do know is that I am here now, and I have a considerable amount of dirt that I, you know, don't necessarily need, but hey, it's good for, um, good for if I would need to bridge somewhere, if I end up in that cave. What was I going to say? Uh, other games I've considered playing and putting on the channel. I did consider a little bit playing the game Stardew Valley. So if anybody watching knows what that is, um, I considered maybe possibly recording that and putting that on the channel. That, granted, that would depend on if people would actually watch it, but, you know, well, I guess, no, it doesn't depend on if people would actually watch it, but it's just something that I considered. Frankly, I don't want to say it's terribly possible, or not possible, terribly likely, because, I mean, it's a great game, don't get me wrong, but I'm not the best at it. um, you know, I I mean, I'm good at fishing, and it's a game that I enjoy playing, but I also don't play it very much. So, I mean, naturally, I'm gonna not be overly skilled at a game if I don't play it like ever. Um, I don't know. Maybe though. There's a possibility that I. There's a possibility. Yeah, I'm gonna end up in this cave. Well, welcome to the cave, everybody. Oh, it's open over there. You gotta wall the cave off. Actually, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Well, I'm not gonna wall it off entirely. I'll have a little entryway here. But there we go. Little entryway into the cave. And there goes my first pickaxe. Now, is there potential to find resources, possibly diamonds in this cave? Absolutely. When isn't there? But I don't care enough to go look. No, I'm gonna focus on this right now. Um, apologies, I guess I'm not coming up with very many topics to speak on or about. Right, I was just talking about games I considered playing and putting on the channel. I kind of brought it up a little bit and somewhat already have, but I considered playing through the Five Nights at Freddy's games, the main ones, 1, 2, 4, and 5, because I already beat the third one, as evident by my clip of me getting the bad ending. So maybe I'll put a clip of me getting the good ending someday, but I don't think I could bring myself to play through it again because it was tedious and a little bit obnoxious. Or not obnoxious, but a little bit like annoying to get to where I got, and I don't really want to just kind of throw all of the progress away. Um, but I don't know. Maybe if people would enjoy it, or not. I guess I don't know why I keep saying maybe people would enjoy it, but maybe I will, if I end up playing through them at some point, I will record it and put those on the channel. So maybe keep an eye out for that, but also don't get your hopes up too high because it's something that I'm only like mildly considering. I feel like right now my focus is on the Minecraft series. And by focus, I mean I'm kind of like this is what I'm hyper fixated on at the moment. So this is probably what's gonna be the content for a while. Once my little phase of playing Minecraft is over, um, maybe I'll switch to something else. Or, I mean, I probably will switch. Excuse me, I probably will switch to something else, but I mean, maybe I'll record and post whatever I switch to. Excuse me, jeez. Um, well, I guess I want to say I hope that anybody watching, I hope that you are somewhat enjoying this. I apologize that there's not necessarily as much talking um, as there has been in the past episodes, or you know what, maybe you people enjoy that. I guess I don't really know. Um, but as despite this channel being for fun, I want to somewhat be accommodating, or not accommodating, but I want to be like, I don't want to talk so much that people who enjoy games can't hear them, but I don't want to talk too little so then people get stuck hearing like hearing a bunch of the same stuff over and over, like mining sounds. Um, um, so there's that. What else? I could possibly play through Hollow Knight. Um, I have just for clarification, the first Hollow Knight. I have the first one. Um, I haven't played very much of it because that game is, admittedly, it annoys the crap out of me. It it's fun. Oh god, I just heard a baby zombie. It's fun sometimes. Don't get me wrong, but for the most part, it just annoys the crap out of me and makes me mad. Which, you know, for a channel focused on playing games that are for fun, um, I don't think that really fulfills what I'm attempting to do. So, um, not that it's overly important that I enjoy every game that I play. Well, I mean, I guess it is because I'm playing the game to have fun and just posting it because I'm maybe hoping that I can, like, I don't know, maybe, that's all I can say. Uh, at least when it comes down to Hollow Knight, maybe I'll post some Hollow Knight content. Um, what else? Uh, I know there's already a whole buttload of it out on the internet, and I know that a number of people don't like the game, but I also know that a lot of people do like the game. I considered posting Fortnite content. Um, it's not a game that admittedly, I'm not super amazing at it either, but um, I don't know, I feel like there's an audience for it, and so maybe if I begin to really consider audience stuff, um, that would be a decent place to start. or not start, but just, I don't know. I want to both appeal to an alleged audience, or I guess hypothetical audience, but I also want to enjoy the content that I'm creating. So, gotta find a balance there, which I'm sure will be manageable, or is manageable at this time. I don't know if it'll stay like that, but I don't know. I don't have another thing. Okay. Okay, well, that's unfortunate, but 21 minutes already. Jeez. Hi everybody, welcome to the video. Today all we're going to be doing is mining. Ugh. Well, I don't know. Maybe some of you enjoy it. Excuse me, sir. There must be someone you confused me for. If you know the reference, you know the reference. Huh. Little eepy. Well. I guess as odd as it might sound, that might just wrap up the video there for this episode, at least. I don't feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like I've accomplished much of anything, but I did say at the beginning that this video was probably gonna mainly consist of mining, so at least I was truthful in that sense. Not that I necessarily knew that was going to be the case, you know. I was somewhat thinking about the possibility of something else happening. Like maybe I dig into or maybe I mine into a trial chamber or something, I don't know. But just was semi-planning, I don't know. Anywho, I think no, really am a little hungry. Okay, I'm gonna just take this. Shoot, I missed a step. I'm gonna take this and make a stack and some change of wood. I'm gonna make an iron shovel and pickaxe because what I'm gonna be doing is more mining and some digging, because I think to finish the episode off, I'm gonna put some flooring. That way I feel like the episode didn't consist of just mining. You know, maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should, like right now, I guess I would say that my big main goal is to work finish the house. But, maybe for each episode I'll have like smaller sub sub goals as in like uh, as in something that's more kind of the plans for specifically the episode. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Well, let's think. What can I talk about? I don't know. Trying to think of a topic. Sure, I'll make 4 stacks of wood. Oh wait, that's 2. I'm a little slow in my head. This should be enough. Yeah, I think it'll be probably more than enough. Gosh, I'm so slow. Wow, I really didn't need as much of the wood as I used. Where okay. Door here, not there. That's not where the door goes. Okay, it's really starting to kind of come together. You know what, screw it. I'll go use the last bit of wood that I have. Realistically, it was gonna go to this anyway. I don't know why I keep going in the crafting table to make the wood, but oopsie. Nope, I did it again. Oops, I did it again. Well, I guess I'll talk about my house that I'm building. So if you watched, I think it was the 3rd episode? Second or third, I don't know which one. I think it might have been the 2nd episode. One of the episodes, I don't know. When I was planning out the frame for, I think it's the 2nd episode. When I was planning out the frame for the house, there was a little bit of an emphasis on the measurements of the house, um, which I've realized I tend to do in a lot of my houses. Like when I build a house, I I tend to measure out by fives, and or I'll measure out 5 blocks between, and then what I guess I'll just refer to it as a stake, but it's like of wood. Um, well, I guess wooden stakes are a thing, but um, I tend to make my houses kind of like this, where everything's, you know, orderly, or not orderly, but like I can't think of what to say. Like everything's kind of I'm blanking on what I was saying, but uh, you know, uh, uh, I'll think of it. But anyway, I make the houses kind of like, or I make a lot of my houses kind of like that, in the sense that it's like um, it is measured out like that because I like things to be kind of even. And I know that's kind of ironic coming from a house that's lopsided, but um, where am I gonna put this? Um, uh, I just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Uh, it's a little ironic coming from a house that's or coming from me when my house is lopsided right now. But I tend to do it that way because I feel like then when it comes to adding stuff on, I have a better idea of, if I add stuff in like sections. Oh, that's where my other crafting table went. Um, when it comes to adding stuff, like expanding for more space or something, uh, excuse me, I have a better understanding of, you know, oh my gosh, excuse me, I have a better understanding of like kind of uh, just how much resources something will take, I guess, for lack of um, I don't know. It just, I guess my reason for really measuring stuff out like that is because it gives me a better idea of, you know, how much stuff uh, I'm really risking it if a creeper would come and like blow that up. But um, it gives me, I like to think it gives me a better idea of how many, like how much resources it'll take to expand, um, which not that I necessarily will need to expand. Um, I feel like I plan for it a lot, but then don't end up needing to do it. Um, uh, but I am still gonna plan for it because there's always the opportunity. Anywho, I guess I'm gonna throw all of my stuff kind of in a miscellaneous chest right now. Um, I will surely I will go through this at some point, but organization is probably more of an off-camera thing unless it's something that I can do quickly, or if I have a topic for sure that I'm going to talk about. So, anywho, I'm gonna leave this episode there. We got the walls and we got the floors and the ceiling built. So, making progress. Anyway, hope you have an amazing, beautiful, perfect day or night wherever you are. Um, and I hope that you all are staying safe and healthy because that's important. If you have enjoyed my content thus far, or if this is your first that you've seen of me and you've enjoyed, feel free to drop a like or subscribe. Um, feel free to comment as well if you feel inclined. There's a fair likelihood that I end up responding to any comments because not to like hate on anybody if they are here, not to hate on you as the viewer for especially since you being here is meaning a lot, but if you leave a comment, there's a like the at this time at least there's a higher likelihood that I see it, and maybe even reply to it because I don't feel like there's much of an audience. Um, so anyway, I hope you enjoy and that you are ready for whatever's next from me. Um, see ya or peace out.